Good morning children, Rohana ma'am here once again. This regarding EVS, I had already finished lesson 1, unit 1 with you, a day in the garden. I had given you question answers to write in your classwork note. I hope everyone has written it, because only 2 out of 13 children in my class, I have got only 3 or 4 children who are responding to me. So children, I'm please telling you all to start writing the question answers in your classwork note, because this Saturday we'll be keeping a parent teacher meeting in which you all have to bring your notes and show it to us. Fine. So today I'll be doing unit 2. Unit 2 is green wealth. Unit 2 is green wealth. In that I'll just read out the lesson to you, and then I'll go on to explaining the things that are written on the board. In the previous class, you have learnt a little about plants. You may have observed the plants that grow around you. Write the name of 10 plants that you know. Fine children. So everybody knows what are plants. Everybody knows how they grow, everything. You all know what are trees, what are plants, what are small flowering plants, everything you all know. Now, the first question which you all have to write these question answers in your classwork note. The first question itself I have asked you, write the name of 10 plants that you know. Mrs. given you just 5 names. Mrs. only given you 5 names over here. I have given you tulsi, rose, tomato plant, chili plant, mango tree. You have to fill in another 5 plants. You can fill in plants, you can fill in trees, anything that you know, whatever comes to your mind you can write. So there are many trees and varieties of plants. Flowering plants are there, plants that bear fruits are there. Whatever you want you can write. I've just given you 5 options, the rest 5 you have to fill up. I've given 5 blanks out here. So write the name of 10 plants that you know. Fine children, after doing that, observe the rose plant and a hibiscus. Have you seen a hibiscus plant, children? It has different colored flowers, and they'll have 5 petals. They have 5 petals with a long pollen stem. They have 5 petals with a long pollen stem. Rose plant, so everybody knows it's quite bushy and thorny, but the flowers are very beautiful with smell. The branches of these plants spread out from the lower part of the plants, don't they? As these plants look like clusters, they are called bushes or shrubs. You all have seen rose plants. Rose plants will be small and bushy. So when bushy means it will be full of leaves, a lot of leaves, and it will look dense. It will be fully dense. So bushy means a plant which is fully green in color with lot of leaves and stem, and they'll be small and bushy. They are called shrubs. So plants which are small and bushy with a little bit of hard stem are called shrubs. You have written the name of 10 plants. Now group them into herbs, shrubs, trees and creepers. Children, I have already given you the name to write the name of 10 plants over here. So this thing, when you come to school, when you come to the class, we will group them into their divisions. There are 4 divisions in the plant kingdom. You have herbs, you have shrubs, you have creepers, and you have trees. Fine. So when you group them into 4 divisions, the plants are classified into herbs, which are small plants, shrubs, trees and creepers according to their height and hardness of their stem. So plants are always classified according to their height and the hardness of the stem. Fine. Now the smallest plant that is there, is what are herbs. Herbs are the smallest plants. The plants will have soft stems and are called herbs. If you have ever seen a tomato plant growing in your garden, children, go and touch the stem. The stem will be very soft. It will be very soft, and the plant grows at a small height. Like if this is your soil, your plant will be growing at this height. It won't grow very big like a tree. So those plants are called as herbs. Herbs means plants with soft stems are called herbs. So Miss has given you 2 examples here. There's a tomato plant and tulsi. If you can get me names of some other herbs, it will be very good. You all try, you all ask question, you can go online, you can look on Google or whatever, and then you can get some more names on herbs. Next we come to shrubs. Now shrubs are plants with a bit hard stem. Now have you children, have you seen a rose plant? A rose plant is small and bushy, but the stem is very hard. You need a scissors or a cutter to cut it. So when the stem is a bit hard, the plants are known as shrubs. They are plants with a bit hard stems and bushy in nature, are called shrubs. Fine. Now shrubs, I have given two examples once again. One is rose and one is hibiscus. Hibiscus, like I told you, it's a flowering plant, and that too grows to a particular height. Suppose this is your soil, it will grow to a particular height from where you are able to break the, if you need the flower, you can break the flower. The flower is used for puja, or you use it for a god or whatever. So it grows at a height which is easily manageable for you to break it, cut it, or whatever. So we finished with herbs. Herbs have soft stems. Children, always remember, herbs will be having soft stems and they are small plants. Shrubs are having a bit hard stems and they are bushy in nature. When they are bushy in nature, they are called as shrubs. So I have given two examples, rose and hibiscus. Children, this all has to be written in your classwork note neatly. Zoomed in. Okay, children, now we finished with herbs and we finished with shrubs. Next we come to the next classification among the plant kingdom, that are trees. Now what are trees? When we say, everybody knows trees, how they look. They are big, solid grown, very tall, which we can climb on them. There are certain trees which grow very, very tall. Now trees, they usually have a hard stem, that is called the bark of the tree. The body of the tree, that is called the bark, which is having a very hard stem, and they grow very tall. So trees are always resemble with hard stem and they grow tall. So there are two examples of trees. Everybody knows there are many names for trees. Mr. just given two common examples, mango and a coconut tree. Next, after trees, we come to creepers. What are creepers? Creepers, children, have long thin stem and they need a support to grow. Have you seen this creeper, bitter gourd creeper? You have seen a bitter gourd creeper, you've seen a pumpkin creeper. They cannot stand on their own. You cannot, creepers will always need a stick, or they will creep on the ground. They will creep on the ground and they need a support. Without a support, they will not bear fruit. So creepers have a very long, thin stems and they need a support to grow until you give them a support. So the best support is the creepers are allowed to grow on the ground. Creepers grow on the ground, they bear their fruits, they bear their flowers. Now if you've seen this, I give you two examples of creepers, pumpkin and watermelon. Children, if you've seen a pumpkin is a huge yellow thing. Okay, this thing, if it is growing on a shrub or a herb, it's definitely it's not going to stand there. So the best option for the pumpkin, big pumpkin to grow is on the ground. The creeper creeps on the ground, the pumpkin, the fruit is formed on the ground, and it has a support. It can grow to big sizes on that. Even a watermelon, it grows on a creeper. So when the creeper is lying on the ground, the fruit of these are huge fruits. There are huge fruits, pumpkin, watermelon, even bitter gourd, some you say Karela in Hindi. There are some bitter gourds which are small, some which are huge. Even that, they put a stick and they send the creeper around the stick, so that thing, it grows up and it has a support where the fruit can be born. So these four type of plants that are classified in the plant kingdom. This is classified in the plant kingdom according to their stem thickness and the height at which it grows. So the smallest is herbs, then comes the shrubs, and creeper is the third in the level of the plant kingdom, and then the trees, which is having the hardest stem and it grows the tallest. Fine, children. So this green wealth, according for green wealth, these are the four things that basically today's class I've taught you all. you'll have to write this very clearly in your classwork note. Write it and then send it back to Miss on WhatsApp. Those who have any doubts can call me and ask me, but I want you all to write it in your classwork note very clearly. Those who have not completed the unit 1 homework, please let me know, because I have to when you all come this Saturday to class, we'll be checking all your homework. So do this and then send it back to me on the WhatsApp number. Fine children? Thank you.